Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 Manager 2023 with Team Haas, and we are going into the Italian Grand Prix this time after some pretty eventful races that we've had going on. Magnussen and Hulkenberg both performing pretty well, to be honest. I'm hoping they can take that form into the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Let's go into it. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome back to F1 Manager 2023. And as I said, we're going to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, round 6, race 6 of this one. I don't know, it feels like there's so much to do in this year's game that you're getting more done than you actually are. Like, it feels like we've done more than 6 races, but we haven't. That's where we got to. But you can see today we have practice, we have a couple of sponsor obligations, we have some upgrades coming to facilities, and then we've got race day as well. And then after that we are off to Monaco. So not too much else to report on this one. The memorabilia room got upgraded. We finished manufacturing some side pods and things like that, but in general not too much to do. So in Miami, in the last race, we did pretty well, picking up points as well, which was good. So as you can see here, previous race results, we've got K-Mag in 8th, which was lovely, and Nico in 11th, just missing out on the points. And before that was Baku, where we had very good results actually, because we got 9th and 10th for K-Mag and Nico, and got results in the sprint race as well, which was really good. Now we are still looking for a new head of aerodynamics, even though, you know, it turned out Aaron Melvin was one of the better ones that we can get, because nobody above us is interested in negotiating with us, which is a tad annoying. Let's put it that way. But yeah, we're in a pretty good position, so we're not going to mess around too much. We're going to go straight into this. We're going to say we're going to get one driver into Q3, I think. Nah, let's be bold. Two drivers into Q3. We'll do that one. And qualifying position, just to sort of give us a little bit of leverage, we'll just say top 13, I think. Top 13 is what we'll go with. Reach Q3 with 2 drivers. I don't know why I didn't confirm that one, but there we go. We're not going to go for fastest lap, and we've got our qualifying and finish position street stuff still going as well. So I think we're all good to go. I'll go and do practice. We'll be back for qualifying. You know the drill. See you in a bit. Okay, practice done, and 97% confidence self for K-Mag is awesome. He's got good preparation. Nico's not far off as well with 93. So coming into this one, and I think we're in a pretty good position for qualifying. We do just need to sort the car out, because we've got damaged car parts in there. We're going to go and put in all fresh stuff for this race, because it's a very fast circuit, and I think that would be a very sensible thing to do, is put in really good fast engines and try and qualify as best we can, and I hope that they don't write off any components, because that would be very costly putting in these brand new ones. But yeah, it's a decision I think, you know, we're gonna go with. We are gonna go with. So yeah, 99% out for K-Mag, 98% for Hulkenberg. Overall confidence is looking good as well. This is the ATA, I think, all tyre something qualifying, where you have to use the hards, then you have to use the mediums, then you have to use the softs. So we're going to start the qualifying. We'll manage qualifying 1. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so it is a green light. The only thing I didn't do is actually configure our run plan, because I want to go 3, including cool down laps. We're doing something else new, which I've been trying on the Alpine save that I've got going concurrently to this, and it seems to be working pretty well. So we'll send out K-Mag. There he goes, getting ready. And we'll send out Nico as well. They'll probably go at very similar times. Right, take manual control. Take manual control. Now, we've got lots of fuel in the car. Lots of time to do stuff. So, right, who's in front? I'm going to say that's Nico in front, right? Let's just let them go across the line. Yes, Nico is in front. Okay, so we're just going to put him up to light to start. And what this does, it's going to build confidence for the drivers, because they're going to set quickest sectors as they go. So now we'll put them both on light, and as you can see, they're getting slightly faster through there. Yeah, the tyres are cold. We know that. We know they're going to be cold. Right, and then we go into standard and into standard, just to make sure they're increasing their speed every time. And they're hitting some of this traffic. Yeah. Sliding more than you like, that's fine. But now they are up into temperature. And as we come round this last corner, we absolutely gun it and go and set an amazing lap. So what we should see is confidence. Yeah, very high. And very high, nearly peak for K-Mag, which is awesome. So now they get on their bikes and they go. They absolutely set their quickest time they can do on these hards. And we should jump up the leaderboard quite considerably because everything's up to temperature. Everything's working hard. 5th and 6th so far. We're actually going to do 2 push laps here and see if we can set an even better time with all of this push. As the ERS battery just dies, but they're going to come across the start-finish straight. And do they improve? Let's have a look. 9.645. No, they do not improve. So that is probably the quickest time. We'll just let them get to the end of this DRS, and then we'll say harvest, conserve, 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 harvest. And they are on their in lap. So we timed that perfectly. Perfectly. So we got the tyres up to temperature. We improved their confidence a little bit. And then they come into the pits just like that. And I think we're going to ego retire. And we should get through. And the ego retirement worked. We are through comfortably 8th and 10th. So into Q2 we go. So into Q2 we go. We're going to do the same again with the strategy. But on this time on the mediums because we have to use them. So let's get into it and go into qualifying 2. Okay, so we're sending them both out again. This time we're just going to give them a little bit more space. It was a little bit uncomfortable them being so close to each other last time. But yeah, we'll just keep this going, warm them up again. We'll come back for their fast lap. Okay, so we've got K-Mag starting his fast lap. Hulkenberg doing his as well. Hopefully Hulkenberg doesn't hit the traffic of Perez. He should have got past him in a pretty good place there. As Magnussen crosses the line and goes 5th. Hulkenberg stays 8th. I think that traffic with Perez was a bit of an issue, so I think we may have to do another run here. I think K-Mag will be safe, but just in case, let's call the car in. Call the car in. We just need to make sure we get enough time here to get us in to the pits and going out again. Now I think K-Mag should be safe. Stroll and Alonso and Hamilton will all go quicker, which will push him down 3. 1, 2, 3. Verstappen hasn't gone yet. Oh, no, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Let's do 2 with no... We'll go for the old way of doing things. And we'll do that with Nico as well. Oh, it's doing that bug again where it doesn't register because you've put less fuel in the car. There we go. That's now worked. So we've got 7 minutes. Oh, we could do it. No, we're gonna let the track rubber in and see if we can set a faster time on this. If we can get to Q3 here, I think. See, Alonso goes really slow. Must have hit a lot of traffic. So Hulkenberg's hanging in, but obviously we do have Verstappen, Stroll in here as well. So as Verstappen, yeah, it goes out. So Hulkenberg drops down at the moment. Let's go. Is Sargent on a cooldown? Yeah, I think he is. So let's go out there. We'll give Hulkenberg and just come out behind Ocon. I just want to see what tyre temperatures we're at. 74. Yes, it's not hot enough. So we're going to do 1 run on standard for both drivers, I think. Try and get those temperatures up as quickly as we can. And if Hulkenberg can get in front of Ocon, which he does, that's lovely. Right, we're going to have to do another lap. ERS is fully charged. What I don't want to do is... We should have enough fuel. We should have enough fuel to get this done how I want it to work. Right, Magnussen is up to temperature on his tyres. I think Nico's going to hit... If Nico can get in front of Hamilton, which he does, lovely Nico, lovely work, because you're going to have clear air now. Deploy, deploy, deploy. I just want to make sure... Right, Magnussen isn't coming in. Just keep an eye on that. He's not coming in. Nico's not coming in. This could be good. Sargent needs to make sure he doesn't get in the way. Magnussen coming around, finishing his lap. Doesn't improve. Hulkenberg, oh, he does, but he's not going to be enough. So Hulkenberg's not going to be in Q3. And K-Mag, we'll have to see. He's holding on to 9th at the moment. Okay. Nobody else improves. Nico's out in 11th. That's not too bad. But Kevin Magnussen into Q3 in 9th is massive. That is exactly what we wanted. Right, 3 laps with the cooldown. We're going to go for this again. Start qualifying. Q3, here we go. Okay, Magnussen is just about to finish his last sort of out lap where we've been getting the tyres, the temperature. And it's worked wonderfully. He's at peak confidence. This should be the fastest lap he can ever set. Peak confidence, getting everything going, not much traffic in front of him. Let's see how he gets on. So K-Mag is currently in 6th. He's not been pushing very hard, but he is currently in 6th as he comes through. The one thing I forgot, yeah, good, he's not on a call-in lap. So K-Mag, come on, you need a good time here. K-Mag, 5th. It's not amazing. It's not amazing. He's carrying a bit too much fuel potentially. Can we get him in? He set personal best sectors. I think we save everything and we say that's enough. 5th is good. I think we'll be near the bottom, but I think we will call him in and leave it there. Save the tyres, save the engine, save the gearbox, save the ERS, and let Haas fight another day. Do you know what? We're going to sod that. We're sending him out again on a 2-lap strategy. So let's see what he can do. He should have just enough time to get 1 lap done and start his 2nd flying lap, hopefully. He's not going to have time, is he? We're going to have to push him now. Tyres aren't going to be up to temperature. He's not going to have time, so we've got to get him to push now on fresh softs. We're using up a set of fresh tyres for this lap, K-Mag. He's not in temperature at all. They are now.
Okay, Kev, check your flag.
His confidence is still peak. Personal best sector 1 as well, which is what we want to see. Come on, K-Mag, what have you got? What have you got here? Oh, there's a crash on track.
Oh dear, a crash.
He set a personal best sector 2 as well. Alonso's crashed on turn 15, which we're going to be approaching. So he's probably going to have to slow down for the yellow flag, which is going to affect him unless Alonso's out of the way. Well, Alonso's retired, so that's going to affect Alonso with a bad crash. But a personal best sector's all the way. Is the yellow flag going to affect him? He's over the line and he doesn't improve. I think he had to slow down for the yellow flag because Alonso crashed here, which is really annoying. We're going to be starting 10th and 11th in the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix.
The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
Imola can really reward consistency, as Nigel Mansell showed here in 1992 when he became the first driver to ever win the opening 5 Grand Prix of a season.
Now then, Karun, what's the feeling in the Haas garage likely to be at the moment?
Everything seems to be great, you know. They've certainly been delivering on a consistent basis, and right now, they'll just be concentrating on getting the job done.
Meanwhile, in the grandstands, the red wave is swelling. Who will come out on top here in Imola?
Okay, so cloudy for the race. We're still in a very good position. We're in a very good position. So what does this say? This says strategy B 122.04, strategy C 122.08. So the one stop is quicker. I'm wondering if you went mediums and push, that's 2 seconds quicker. Can you get any more out of this? No, 2 seconds is the most. It's just a bit risky, isn't it? It's a bit, I feel like it's a bit risky. And then if we went a Hulkenberg onto the 2 stop, push, push, and push, so that's 12 seconds quicker. 11, that's still 12, 12, 11. Okay, so nothing bumps it up to 13. So I think we stick 12 there. Give us a bit of tyre at the end. Maybe just like that. Maybe that plays the mediums a little bit. Okay, Nico's going for the 2 stop. Nico is going for the 2 stop. Starting from the back. Well, not from the back. Back of our team. He's only in 11th. This is definitely not at the back. But, yeah, we need to make this work. We need to make this work and see how we get on. Let's get into it. 2 different drivers. We haven't split strategies much in this series so far.
Here in Imola, the drivers are ready to take on the 63 laps of the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. And the cameras now shift to Sergio Perez, concentrating on the race ahead.
They're fourth on the grid, so I'd expect to see them mount a challenge for the top 3 in this race.
And it looks like we're good to go. This is it, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
I think if we can get double points again, a double points finish, lights are out, we're away, and we're trying to attack the Mercedes in front of us again. We've been keeping up with those Mercedes. That's the battle we're in at the moment, beating the Mercedes and the Alpine, sort of. We're going to have a clear run into turn 1. Yes, we are. And, okay, so Magnussen still in 10th, Hulkenberg still in 11th. Not too bad at all. A decent start for both our drivers. Let's get on board with K-Mag. See what he can do sitting behind George Russell. Going a little bit wide. Nice left-hander up the hill. Get your foot down pretty quickly. And see if we can make some moves early on. We sort of need to. If we want to get both drivers in the points. And I'm a little bit worried about Nico's two-stopper, but we'll sort it out. We'll keep it going. This corner in the game in F1 23 is a nightmare going up that hill. You spin so quickly if you just put the accelerator down. But yeah, we're in a decent position. We're in a decent position into the chicane. Come out of the chicane, and that is pretty much going to be close to the end of lap 1. It's still got Alonso's marker up there, I think. Or is that... No, that's the detection zone, isn't it, for the DRS. So, yeah, Hamilton not getting away, but we are still pushing everything at the moment. Ocon's in front of them. It's sort of a big Alpine sandwich. Ocon, Hamilton, Russell, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, and then Gasly all in here as well. So first lap, no incidents. Not too bad. We have a VSC. Magnussen's crashed. I don't know if it's his fault. You can see here, him and they're both out. Russell and Magnussen are both out. Oh, when I said what we needed was simple driving.
Near where the car is the least debris, but just keep your eyes open.
We put new engine components in the car. We did not need that crash. Everyone's game. Magnussen was blamed for it. He gets a 5-second time penalty, which doesn't matter. But yeah, Russell and Magnussen out. Nico does go into the points, which is not bad. I mean, we could potentially look at a strategy change here under the safety car, or the VSC anyway. I mean, hards can get us through to there. And we'll get a cheeky sort of stop. How far do the hards go if you don't push them? I'm thinking, can you potentially do... I think you can do that. If we go soft, hard, soft. Have some pace at the end. Keep it steady on the hards. I think we're going to risk it, you know? I think we're going to risk it. Pit options, onto the hard tyre. We do have a fresh set of softs and mediums if we need them to, so... Confirm that... Oh, hang on. Do we go... Hang on. Can we potentially use quicker tyres here? If we went medium... Get onto those mediums straight away. Yeah, we just can't push. Do we go... That's 4 seconds slower than what we're currently doing. So if we went hards, drag those hards out, went on softs and pushed them, that's 1 second. That's the winner, isn't it? That is the winner. So pit options, onto the hard tyre, confirm this pit stop. We should have got that just in time for Nico to jump in. Is anyone else going to change strategy here?
Box now, Nico, box.
It's under virtual safety car, so we shouldn't lose too much time. And everybody else stays out, sticking on their strategy. Obviously, don't think their tyres are worn enough. Yeah, okay, there's a lot of medium and hard runners. That makes sense they don't come in. But this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. So It's a decent stop, 2.6. Not bad. I think we're going to come out... We're going to come out last? Yeah, we're going to be last, but we're now in it for the longer race, right? We've done a stop. It's still going to be a 2-stopper, but we're on the hards now for a while. So, yeah, hopefully we can make a difference. Okay, so the VSC is ending, so now we just need to get Nico to do his thing. We'll deploy him for a little bit before his battery all runs out. And, yeah, there we go. Normal race is happening. If we can catch up to Zhou as soon as possible, and at least get DRS, that will help out. So 14 laps in, Nico has caught up to Zhou and will probably get a move done on him pretty soon, and then he should be able to catch this next DRS train, which is really, really good from Nico. We're in line with tyres as well to allow us to finish on the softs. It's going all right. I'm still not sure if it was the right decision to pit. We have got much better tyres than everybody else, so
let's just get into a rhythm.
Yeah, let's see. We're 3, 4, 6. Let's call that 7, 17, maybe 18 seconds off the points. And circuit info, time considerations. It's 28 seconds in the pit lane under green flag running. So we should be, if it stays like this, in a good position when everybody else pits. That's all we've got to remember. That's all we've got to remember. So Hulkenberg's doing a really good job. He's actually overtaken a few drivers, Bottas, Piastri and Tsunoda with this move here, and he's overtaken them before they've even pit stopped, which is amazing. So Nico's having a good race so far. He's doing well, up to 13th, and you can see all these soft tyre runners are definitely going to be pitting pretty soon. The mediums aren't too far off, so yeah, I think we keep an eye. We come back when they pit, I reckon, and see how we're getting on. In terms of his tyre wear, he's dragging them out pretty well. Okay, Leclerc and Gasly into the pits. Both of them soft tyre runners onto the hards. Probably going to try and go all the way to the end. So Gasly pits. Norris is pitting. I assume he's going to do the same as well. Tsunoda pits behind us. So Hulkenberg gets Norris. Is he also going to get Pierre Gasly? Yes, he is, easily as well. So these guys have still got a pit. Leclerc, well out in front on fresh tyres, has just overtaken Albon. But yeah, Hulkenberg up to 11th when the soft tyre runners pitted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 medium tyre runners in front of us that still need to pit. We're not going to catch the leaders, but we could potentially catch sort of everyone up into Stroll. Stroll's on hards, but they need to pit. It's going to be an interesting end. As long, well, if there's safety cars and stuff, it's going to really put a spanner in the works. But it could be a very interesting end to this race. Okay, so some of the medium tyre runners are coming in. De Vries, Sargent, all in. Hulkenberg jumps up to 9th. And I assume they're going hard. Yeah, so they're doing medium to hard. So De Vries with a good stop. Sargent, he's held up just in the lane as De Vries got past him. But yeah, Hulkenberg up into 9th. Albon still needs to pit as well, as does Sainz and Alonso. How far are we off the leader? 40 seconds. Okay, how far are we off Albon? 12 seconds. Wow. Okay, we need to get some push going because Gasly's catching us up as well. And of course, we're going to stop again towards the end of the race, as Sainz does come into pit. So Oscar Piastri's had a crash on turn 7, fighting with Sargent. I think that is in the Williams. Oh, it's a spin into the wall. It's going to break his rear wing and cause some debris on track, that's for sure. No safety car or anything like that, but Oscar Piastri crashing out a little bit there. I still think tyre-wise, yeah, he's sort of keeping it in line where he needs to, so we can't really afford to push too much at the moment. Drop down into 10th, 9.5 seconds ahead of Zhou. Gasly and Hamilton's new tyres coming into play for them. Hopefully when we get onto the softs, though, it will allow us to catch them up a little bit. I'm just wondering, sort of second guessing myself again about the mediums. If we get on the mediums quicker or sooner, it's going to allow us to be faster in the race. See, that's only 2 seconds. Is there anywhere we can go where we push them? See, 1 second quicker, 2 seconds, 3 seconds quicker. There you go. Yeah, update that strategy. That's what we're going to do. Mediums with a bit of push. I feel like pushing the tyres in the game really does help, so that's what we're going to go with, which then I would imagine means we can push those hards. Yeah, we can. Right. Excellent. Push the hards a little bit. Let's get going. Okay, Nico enters the pit for his final pit stop onto those mediums, which we're going to push a little bit. We're going to drop positions here because Albon will overtake us. It's just whether we're going to come out behind, ahead or behind the De Vries. I think we should beat Sargent because Albon is just going to go past right now. There he goes. And De Vries is just coming around. We're away. It's a good stop at 2.5.
They'll be very close to us.
There goes De Vries. He just goes past us. I think it's going to be... Yeah, we're going to have to go and take Sargent as well, which is a little bit irritating. Oh, there's a battle there. We've actually dropped a lot more than I thought we would. But we are on fresh tyres. We will be pushing. And I think there's some people in front. So Ocon, Stroll, both need to pit. Zhou needs to pit. Yeah, this is going to be... maybe the one stopper was the way to go. But let's keep pushing. See how we end up. Okay, Nico slowly ringing people in. He's caught up to Norris in DRS now as well, so should get that move done. Then it's a case of Sargent and De Vries, but De Vries is so far off Hamilton. I think we may have asked a bit too much here of Nico to get this done because Stroll, Ocon, Hamilton all pitting for new tyres. Maybe Albon. I'm just not sure. I don't think we can make that time up to Albon because there's not that many laps to go as Nico's having a look round the outside, up the inside, through the chicane. Can he get that one done? Let's give him a little of a boost by just saying use your ERS.
Okay, mode push.
To try and get that done on Lando. It's a battle all the way through these corners. Lando on old hard tyres, us on mediums. Trying to hold the racing line and he is through. Lovely stuff from Nico. So Nico has passed Sargent. He's now hunting down Nick De Vries already in his DRS. And then it's that big gap to Alex Albon to see if we can close it. I think 12 laps to go. 12 seconds is the gap we need to make up to Albon. I don't quite see it happening because Albon, well, he's on used hard. So maybe it does mean we need to get this move done on Nick De Vries pretty quickly. And I think we've got, potentially we're going to have a little bit of tyres left at the end to do full push. But for now, we're doing all right. He's got peak confidence. So let's get him to do some high overtake aggressions.
You got it, dude.
Yeah, you got it, mate. You got it. Come on, Nico. Get this done. Half a second is the gap to Nick De Vries. So down the next DRS straight, we should be good to go unless we get it done before that. I think we've caught up to him enough, which is going to allow us to just get this done in DRS as we come around the final corner on lap 51. Let's just see if Nico can get this done using his DRS, sorry, as he's chasing down Nick De Vries. Pulls to the... well, what will be the outside, I think, of the first corner. Comes here, but it'll give him the inside in the chicane. And, yeah, Nico gets that done very easily. Lovely stuff, Nico. Okay, 3 laps to go. Nico is 2.1 seconds behind Alex Albon. He is giving it everything he's got. His tyres are going to be so close to ruin at the end.
4 laps left.
But we're going to get him to push his fuel and keep going. See what he can do. We've been burning a bit of his ERS trying to catch up. As you see, it's flirting between like 2 seconds and just under 2 seconds. But it's been a great drive from Nico. I know he's only got to the position that he started the race in, but the way he's done it has been really good. 3 laps to go. Can he catch Alex Albon? There he is. That's the question. The tyre wear is 46 each, but we're obviously pushing a little bit harder. This is going to be so close. I think we can... do we get him to push? I don't know. Let's see. If we get really close into his... potentially into his DRS range, then I think we might. I sort of want to push the battery as much as possible as well. Come on, Nico. If you can get into the points, that would be massive with K-Mag being out. Come on. It'll be huge. Albon's not a points runner. He shouldn't be up here. 1.6. We're reeling him in. So we're on to the last lap. I think the pushing of the tyres has hurt us a little bit, but we're gonna try and do this now. We're gonna give it everything. We just need to keep an eye on the fuel. But yeah, it's gone back up to 2.5. I think Albon's done just enough to make sure he holds on to this one, because we've actually got another lap after this. So I've actually rinsed the deploy of the battery a bit too soon. 2.4 it is. Leclerc wins it. Verstappen in second. De Vries, we've got minimum 11th. We need Albon to spin, I think, now. Do something a little bit crazy. We're trying to catch him. We'll give it everything, but I don't think we're going to have enough. It's going to be a start in 11th, finish in 11th. But I think it's a good race from Nico. I think he's raced it pretty well. Obviously, if we'd had both of our drivers in, it would have been interesting to see how we got on. But yeah, you can't. We didn't see the incident between Magnussen and Russell. It blamed Magnussen for it. I missed the replay, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you don't get everything going your way. It's not going to be a points finish in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, but it's a good bit of racing all round from Nico. He's done a good job, solid. We put him on the 2-stop. We weren't sure if that was going to be the best for him, but he crosses the line in 11th and does a cracking good job. So there we go then. Charles Leclerc wins it from 5th to 1st. Lovely stuff from him. Yeah, the 1-stop seemed to be king. Lewis Hamilton with a 2-stop dropped a position. Nico on a 2-stop did, well, started 11th, finished 11th, and that was it. Everybody else did a 1-stop, and a few people climbed, a few people dropped, so yeah, not too bad. Into the drivers though, no change for us. K-Mag sits in 9th. Nico drops down to 2nd, being overtaken by both Alpine drivers. And yeah, in the constructors, we're still 5th ahead of Alpine. That's what we've got to try and get this season, is make sure we finish above Alpine and see how we get on. If we can chase down Mercedes in the latter half of the season, that's great, but I don't think that's going to happen. So our race simulator is complete, as is the helipad, which is awesome. We always love a good helipad. And the boardroom as well. So, and our underfloor is complete. That's going to be massive. So hospitality area is done, which is good. Right, into the cars. Car part development, manufacturing. Damn it, we need these to really hurry up. And then we'll get our underfloor done. We've started research for next year. I think we need to keep making this car a bit better as well. So we've got a rear wing in development. I'm sort of thinking either probably a front wing. Do we go for a chassis with cornering and top speed, or a front wing with brake cooling, dirty air and high speed? I think we go for a front wing. What have we got at the moment for front wings? We're on design number 2, chassis number 2, side pods number 1, underfloor number 3, suspension number 3. But we haven't built any of that suspension yet. We must be building it at the moment. So we're going to go side pods. We haven't done those yet. So let's go whack a few things into that. We'll put 30 days into that. And then I think we want that. I mean, lifespan and engine cooling, not fussed about. We'll just make more if they break. And then I think we go like drag reduction for top speed. I mean, that's a huge top speed, 1.72 kilometers per hour. Acceleration will be good. It will get an improvement in low speed, medium speed, and a huge improvement in high speed as well. And it will give us an improvement in engine cooling, even though we've done nothing about it. Yeah, let's go for that. We'll put 6 engineers on that. We're going to rush it as well. 16 days. That's fine. We don't want it for there. Oh, okay, so that'll be in for Canada. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. We'll start that project there. We can do another one as well. Let's do another one. Let's do another front wing. We'll just pump everything else into the front wing, I think. Or do I want to do a rear wing? Let's see how we compare to the grid. We're 19th in top speed, but cornering is also really bad. Okay, let's go full downforce like that. A little bit of brake cooling. And then again, airflow, so get all this stuff down. It's not going to, it's going to put us up by 2, by 1. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Cancel that. So rear wing, we've got a new design come in. Oh yeah, sod it. Let's do front wing then. Let's do front wing. Chuck it all in the front wing. See what we can get done. 34, 24. Next we'll go. We're really struggling low and medium. So let's go for this. Let's go. I mean, brake cooling we'll leave at 0. Knock that down, knock that down, knock that down. So that will make us much better at medium, a little bit better at low speed, and the extra weight will be much better as well. Now if we knock up... Okay, we can either get high or low. So I think we need the preference for low, but if we do that... That does look like... Yeah, we're going to go for that. That's what I said originally. That's what we'll go for. Put all the engineers on it. We'll rush it again. 25 days. So that should be Canada as well. Okay, intense. We don't have enough. We'll have to do rushed. Okay. All right. We're investing loads of money. We're researching for next year and trying to improve this year's car. It's all very interesting. Next up, though, is the Monaco Grand Prix, which will be a very interesting one. F3 Talent. Pepe Marti is doing all right. Hospitality area is constructed as well. And car parts, we need to... Yeah, well, side pods and suspension. Lovely stuff. Well done, K-Mag. Lovely. Just break all of our things. Excellent.